Hi, how are you? And welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today in this video, I'm going to tell you about variables in JavaScript. So what is variable in JavaScript, right? Like what are variables? So variables is basically used to store some value, and at times if we need to update that value, so that function can also be operated on that value with the help of these variables, right? So it is used to store and update the value. And then how many types of variables are there? So the types of variable are var, this one, and then let, right, and then the const. So let me explain you a bit about the var, let, and const, and then after that I'll also give the example of all the three types: var, let, and const. So var is the globally scoped. This is the first thing. Then it can also be redeclared and it can also be reassigned. If I'll talk about the let, so let is block scoped variable, and then it cannot be redeclared and but it can be reassigned, right? Now on the other hand, if I'll talk about the const variable, so const variable is the block scope variable, right? And this cannot be redeclared, and it can neither be redeclared or nor it can be reassigned. Right, now let me demonstrate this with some example. So let's say I have a variable, var type variable, and that variable name is a, and then I'll enter some value to it. Make sure that after this variable name you have to place this equal to sign, right, to equate the value. That is 10 will be stored in a variable which is of var type. Okay, now then I'll print the console log statement, and then I'll write a, right, and then I'm going to save this file. And now just to show you that how this value is stored, right, so I'll click on this view, and then after that I'll come to this terminal part, right? I'll click over here. So here you can see that my terminal has now been opened, right? Now I'll write node and then this file name in which I have written this code. So I'll write JavaScript tutorial, the name which I have given to my file, right, .js, and then I'm going to hit the enter button. So here you can see that the value for a is showing as 10. Now since this is var, right, so here you can see that it can be redeclared and it can also be reassigned, right? So I'll write var, I like to redeclare this, so I'll write var a, and then to reassign a new value I'll write 20, right, and then I'm going to save this. Now I'll again do the same in the terminal. I'll run this file, and here you can see that now the value is 20. That means this variable a has now been reassigned in line number 8, and the value has now been updated. Okay, so this is the var. Now let me show you about the let also. So what I'll do here is I'll copy this three things, and then I'm going to paste this, and instead of var I'll write let. Okay, and this also I'll write b. I'll change the variable name also, so that there will be no confusion or any repetition in the code in terms of variable name. So now here you can see that in let it is giving the errors, right? Cannot redeclare block scope variable b, right? So here you can see that I have already told you that it cannot be redeclared, but yeah, it can be reassigned, right? So what I'll do here is I have to remove this let. I don't need to redeclare this, right? And also I'll change the value as well, right? And it has nothing to do with the value. Let me show you once again so that there will be no confusion. If you are think you have any with the this value type, value number, right? So here you can see that it's the same. It has nothing to do with the variables value, right? So this cannot be redeclared. So I have to remove this, Basically this is the declaration, right? Now if I'll save this and then I'm going to run this file. So here you can see that it is giving the value 50. 20 is showing for this one, right? For this console A, right? Because you can see that we have two console statement at line number 9 and at line number 15, and that's what's showing in our terminal. First is for the line number 9 for the console log A variable, and the second one is the for B variable. So here you can see that the value has been reassigned, right? But yeah, we cannot redeclare this let variable. Now let me show you for the const variable as well, and then we'll end up this video. So here you can see that if I'll replace this let with const, right? I'll also here write the const just to show you that this can also not be redeclared, right? And I'll change the variable name as well, const c, right? I'll change this value to, let's say, 40 and then this to 90. Now I'll save this, and here you can see that in the const variable this can neither be declared and nor it can be reassigned, right? So whatever value you have to give for the const, that remains constant, right? So here you can see that if I'll hover over here, so you can see that this cannot redeclare block scope variable C, right? So and I will remove this declaration. Now let me see if there is some value on, is there some error or not. Right now it is not showing any error, so let me open my terminal and run this file. Now here you can see that during the runtime this gives the error, right? Type error, assignment to constant variable, right? Assignment to constant variable, and here you can see that cannot be reassigned, const variable cannot be reassigned. So in case if you are coding in future and you are getting this type error, assignment to const variable, then that means that you have assigned a value to the constant variable in your programming. So you can remove this error just by removing the reassigning part, right? And then if you save this, right, and then if you'll just clear your terminal and then you'll write node JavaScript tutorial.js, whatever will be your file name. Just after the node you have to enter that, and then you will press the enter button. So now here you can see that the error will be gone, right, and you will get the desired result. So here you can see that this 40, this value remains constant, right, throughout the program because it is declared as const. So here you can see that this one is for the A. For A, output is 20, right? For B, output is 50, right? And then this const, the value is output is 40, right? So in this video we have seen what is variable, right? And then we have seen the types of variable, var, let and const with an example. So thank you for watching this video, and if you haven't subscribed my channel, so please subscribe it, and I'll meet you in the next video. Thank you.